Audience, there's 4 people. See.
The U.S. 4-H and FFA organization teaches and leads several millions of children each year. Through these organizations, many children learn skills about leadership, responsibility, and citizenship that are to help these organization members become strong, self-sufficient adults of the world. Many find these programs to be only for agriculturally involved children. However, this is wrong, as these programs have gone leaps and bounds to further their options of learning in subjects such as healthy living, science, design, and technology programs. 4-H and FFA organizations have provided the country with some of the most astonishing leaders and members of society from the past, present, and future. Through this speech, I will first talk about the history and organization of 4-H, the history and organization of FFA, and finally the places and how the members can show off their skills and knowledge. Therefore, we will begin with the organization that started it all. 4-H's history and organization is one of the earliest establishments trying to bring structure and leadership to the children of this country. The foundation began in 1902 as a way to provide youth with hands-on and practical learning by trying to make public schools more desirable to the rural children. 4-H was a way for new agricultural technologies to leave the laboratory and be applied to the actual operation. Because farmers and ranchers would listen more to their young than they would to some science geek from a university lab. Organizations began wherever agricultural opportunities were abundant. Clubs were formed and qualities of the clubs were established. The pledge, as stated in the handbook, is, I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world. The emblem is a 4-leaf clover, with an H in each leaf of the clover standing for the 4 H's in the pledge. The emblem is green with white H's. By giving the club an emblem to stand by and a statement of encouragement, the organization has grown into a society of youth, trying to teach and for a better understanding of the population while obtaining leadership and respect. Even though 4-H was the first organization, FFA is the one that brought the future farmers together as one. Next is the discussion of FFA's history and structure of its organization. The organization began in 1925. A group of teachers in Virginia started it, and it was first called the Future Farmers of Virginia. 3 years later, it became a national organization called the Future Farmers of America, and was later changed to just FFA, as it didn't just benefit agricultural students, but it also benefited those interested in agriculture. The organization had a purpose: to provide youth with the knowledge, leadership, and skills to further themselves in agriculture, careers, or life. FFA has many symbols, such as the emblem, motto, pledge, and uniforms. In FFA, the youth wear official dress, which consists of black closed-toed shoes, black slacks or skirts, a white button-up t-shirt, and the traditional blue corduroy jacket. In FFA, the pledge is called the creed, and it is stated in the handbook as, I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words but of deeds, achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturalists, and the promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. I believe that to live and work on a good farm or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits is pleasant as well as challenging, for I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life and hold an inborn fondness for those associations which, even in hours of discomfort, I cannot deny. I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly, with such knowledge and skill as I can secure, and in the ability of progressive agriculturalists to serve our own and public interest in producing and marketing the product of our toil. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so for others as well as myself, and less need for charity and more of it when needed, in being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends on me. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring speech. With these words of guidance, many FFA members have gone to achieve great things, as many of the United States presidents have been FFA members and officers. After learning all the essential skills, each member is then allowed the chance to show off their abilities at some type of contest or event. Finally, once a year, there is an event held for each organization, each different skill to be challenged and evaluated. Every member through each year of membership practices specific skills and then goes to competitions to show off these skills after being mastered. In 4-H, these are just called competitions. However, in FFA, there is district, states, and nationals. Many members raise and show livestock. The livestock consists of anything from rabbits to cattle. These animals are shown at a variety of shows, from jackpots and county fairs to state fairs. All of these skills they learn through competition will provide them with responsibility, character, and leadership. These are skills that can be used in everyday life, giving these members of society a better chance at a better life. After discussing first the history of and organization of 4-H, the history and organization of FFA, and finally the opportunities provided by each club, I will state, through the ages, many of our country's leaders have been those who were organization members. They learned their essential skills to the organization, providing them with a future. 4-H and FFA organizations have provided the country with some of the most astonishing leaders and members of society from the past, present, and future. Through this speech, I have talked about the history and what 4-H can do for our youth. The same goes for FFA and how it presents a better life for those involved, and how each skill they learned can be applied to life after and throughout their lives. Thank you.